In today's video, I will show you how the transition between trends can happen in a simple and logical way. And I will also illustrate how important it is to count the market extremes on the chart before you begin your price analysis. So in front of us, we have a simple price chart, and I outline a few events that display how a trend shifts from the hand of buyers to the hand of sellers. The idea here is to understand that these things don't happen randomly. If you pay enough attention to the events on the chart, you can see the development of a narrative that will dramatically facilitate the rest of your analysis. Beginning from the far left of the chart, we can see that buyers produced a series of higher highs and higher lows. And for those of you that follow this channel, you already know that this is how we classify an uptrend pattern. However, we also know that trends can't last forever, so eventually buyers start to run out of energy. While buyers are spending their energy to the upside, sellers are accumulating their energy. And the natural consequence of that is that eventually buyers will get weak and allow sellers to take control of the market. If you think about this for a moment, you realize that in an uptrend, buyers are getting progressively weaker and sellers are getting progressively stronger. And that's not how people tend to think about trends. Most traders don't use this frame provided by the laws of physics to think about price. And in my opinion, that's a problem because without this frame, the interpretation of price gets a little distorted. So notice in the chart that eventually buyers lose their momentum to the upside by failing to break the last major high. If you're thinking about going long in this market, this event should raise a red flag for you. It doesn't necessarily mean you should sell immediately, but it means that you should pay attention to see what happens next. So observe that right after buyers fail to break the last higher high, sellers are able to break two significant major lows, which is an entirely new fact in this piece of price action. That should be your second red flag. After the break of those two lows, buyers try to bring the market up once again, but notice how they stop exactly in the level where they failed the last time. Failing once can happen within a strong trend, but failing twice like that at the same level is a strong indication that sellers are getting ready to assume the control of the market. And sure enough, that's what happens after the second failed attempt of buyers to move the market up after the break. So let me draw a line that will help eliminate the noise and perhaps enable you to see this pattern more clearly. Okay, so here we can clearly see that buyers were doing their thing, and then they failed to break the last major high. Immediately after this failed attempt, sellers take advantage of the moment and break two significant lows created by buyers in the recent past. Buyers then proceed to make another attempt to prove their ground, but they end up failing again at the same spot they failed the first time. At this point, most of the market realizes that sellers will command price and that the uptrend has come to an end. Another interesting way of looking at this is by imagining the momentum line that underlies the market. Even though we are looking at candlesticks, by noticing the narrative I just described, you should be able to perceive this line being formed implicitly in price action. Notice that it's almost like a rocket going to the stratosphere and then gravity bringing it back down again. Obviously, there's much more to price action reading than this, but this is a good place to start if you're not sure about how you should look at trends. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you'd like to learn more about trading professionally, check out the courses in the link available in the video description. If you liked the video, please help support the channel by clicking the like button, subscribing to the channel, activating the notifications button so you don't miss future uploads, and by leaving your feedback below in the comment section. Thank you for watching, take care, and have a nice weekend.